Hi, good morning, guys. Hope you all are keeping well. I hope you all are enjoying your studies from the very comfort of your home. So, guys, today, as I promised you, I'm going to take the next chapter, and the chapter is polynomial. See, polynomial. What is polynomial? I have written here poly and nomial. Polynomial. Poly means many, nomial means terms. Means having many terms, so many terms. Now I'll write something here. You just see, I'm writing 2xy minus 3x 7. I'm writing pi. Again I'm writing 2. Again here I'm writing something 2x plus y minus 2x plus y minus 3x, say minus 2. Then again I may write pi xy plus 2. I may write root 3 x square plus 5x. I may write even like this 7 by 2x plus 3 by 4. Let's see more I'll write here. I may write this minus 2x minus 3x square minus 4 minus 4x. Say I may write root 2 x square plus x plus 2. So now guys, see here, I'll say that these all are polynomial. I'll say you that these all are polynomial, whatever I have written here. Now you'll say, sir, you told that many terms, polynomial has got many terms, but here you'll find 2xy is what? One term. Minus 3x also one term. Now just see here 7 pi 2, these are also one term, but here I'll explain you a little bit what are this. Later on I'll explain you. Now here you'll find it is having two term, 2x one term, y is another term, minus 3x one term, minus 2 one term, two term, pi xy one term, plus 2 second term. Similarly like this, here you will find it is having x square one term, minus 2x two term, minus 3 term. So guys, doesn't matter whether it is having one term, two term, three terms, or plus 3 or more terms, but some conditions are there for polynomial. Okay, that I'll explain you now. So all are called polynomials. So now what we do, we give them some name. Any expression that is having only one term, we say monomial. One term, okay, having one term. If it is having two terms, see here we are having two terms, we say binomial. Bi means two, nomial. And having three terms, see we are having here three terms, we say trinomial. Tri means tricycle, you know, three nomial. Similarly, we have got different names for more that we are not concerned at your stage. We'll explain you later on. So these are the polynomials. So it may have one term, it might have many terms. For example, if I write one equation here, say x square minus 5x plus 7. So I'll say this is a polynomial. Guys, understand me? This is a polynomial. Kane kadeka polynomial. Tamapin sa answer. Kane kadeka polynomial. Hakano godur kane kadeka polynomial te kidon ki rules bangin follow menta. Ki rules? Page menta na sa explain ki rules. Rules for being polynomial. Number one thing ki polynomials ki given don ayu mo man batai fi. Number one ki given don ki coefficients. ये की coefficients की दे की number की बस no but की variables किने की दे की variables x y z, anything you write, these are all variables. X y z alpha beta, all are called variables. kidi ki variables ba kila banshim kano bono ka values sangne. We can give any values to x, we can give any values to x here, but the number here you see 5, 7, number which are 5, -7, pi, √2, which are associated with the variables are called constants. Kine kide ki constants, but ni shai on coefficient true, and we say coefficient also. Coefficient of what? I'll explain you now. Here you see, if I say what is the coefficient of x square? Coefficient of x square. If I say what is the coefficient of x square, here you will find I have not written any number, but always 1 exists here. So coefficient of x square is 1. And if I say coefficient of x, this is x here, but guys keep in mind when you write the coefficient sign you have to consider. Here I wrote only 1. Why? Because this is plus here, so plus 1 means 1 I can write. Here it is -5, so coefficient of x is -5. So these are called coefficient. Now I have explained you constants, variables and coefficient. Now I'll take back the same equation here. X square minus 5x plus 7. What I told you first, that it should have coefficient, it should have variables, a polynomial should have variables, it should have coefficient, and number two, see, I have taken the same equation, x square minus 5x plus 7 should be separated by plus or minus sign. It might have another sign also, into, and divide also we can have this sign, but that I'll come when I explain you. I'll explain you later on. You see here in this expression minus and plus is there, it is separated by either, not by this, by it may be having all plus, it may be all plus, it may be all minus, it doesn't matter. Next, what are the rule? Next is very important, power of variables. See, this is very important and keep in mind, power of variables. What are the variables? Kine ki x, ki y, ki z ngala batai phi ki ki variable. Then power of variables should be whole number. Shubu ladangan again in this equation, x square minus 5x plus 7 should be whole number. Kamdei ban long should not be negative. Kamdei ban don kano ka variables, kamdei ban don power, kamdei ban long minus, should not be negative or fraction. See, x to the minus 2 ladanga thawa kane kamdei polynomial. Suppose it is 3x to the power minus 2. Sisin namar kadi negative kamdei ka variable. Ladanga thawa x to the power minus half. Ha kinu ki terms. Ki terms ilaban don like tali, sautali, santali. Lada kawi ka terms ru lada fini don negative sign lene fraction. Sisin don kato ka equation kamdei ka. Got it? For example, I'll start giving you some IU. Suppose if I say whether this is a polynomial or not, x square minus 5x plus 7, hangne pinsa om, tawang in pet ki rule, coefficient ki don hangne, variables ru ki don, plus minus ru don, but ki powers ru ki whole number, x square kade 2 hangne, x don ye kamu don uy, kine ki whole number, ki power jonka x labalong 0 ru, number bale 0 is a whole number also. 0 is a whole number, so the power of variables can be 0 also. Keep in mind, we can write 5x to the power 0 also. This is also a polynomial. So it satisfies everything. Now we can say this equation is a polynomial. Again, let us take one more equation. Suppose if I take this all questions I am taking from your book. This all question I am taking from your book. So consult your book, you will find there. Now suppose I have taken these 4 terms. See, 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, 4 terms. See, I have seen here what is going on. See, minus, plus, minus, plus. These terms are all separated by minus, plus. You find the powers here is whole number. Power of x square here also a whole number. Here also it is whole number. It is 1. So when we see like this type of algebraic expression, we can say yes, it is polynomial. Now let us see one more. Suppose if I take like this, another equation, 5 root x plus 11. 5 root x plus 11. If I ask you whether this is a polynomial or not, then first you have to see any variable, variable that don't have a root sign. Any variable which is within the root sign, then it is not a polynomial. See, sendan ong bit kam dega polynomial. Bali golong ta pechene. Namar kaneka x namar kadon have a root sign, kadika square root kane ngala ban thokumne. Plus 11. But ngaladeb ong yepi ladaka power jonki variables ladaka along fraction rule and a negative rule come deka polynomial. So you'll write it is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial. Then again, suppose if I say another example, I'll take 2 root 3x 2 root 3x plus 11. Same thing applies here. The variable is under the root sign and the root is cube root here. So what is happening here? See, when you solve this, since it is cube root, the power of this will become 1 by 3 plus 11. So I told you if the variable is having fraction power, it is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial. Now again let us see another. Now let us see one more question I'll take. Okay, x plus 5 by x plus 2. If I ask you whether this is a polynomial or not, then now the question is, see, if I say this is polynomial or not. Let's see, this we can write like this, 5. Now since x is to the denominator, when we take to the numerator side, we can write minus 1 plus 2. X is in the denominator. When we take up, then it will become like this, x to the power minus 1. Why? Because the power of 1, x is here 1. So when you take up, it will become minus power. So here, see, I told you variable cannot have negative. Here, see, the power is plus 1, but here it is minus. In any term, if the variable is having negative, it is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial. Now let us take x to the power 3 plus 2. Same I am taking here. So this also I can write like this. See, because the power of x is cube, when I take out, it will be upside, it will become minus 3. Then this will become 2. Again the same thing happens here. The variable is having negative power here. So what will happen? It is not a polynomial. I am not doing all your sums from the book, but few sums I have taken for your reference. Whatever I am doing here, rest you try to do it from yourself. Now suppose I told you 7 is a polynomial. Yes, 7 is a constant also. Always keep in mind, these are constant also. These are constant, having fixed value. 7 will never change 7. Why 7 is a polynomial? I told you should have a variable. I told you that polynomial should have constant. Constant is this, but variable. What are variable? X, Y, Z, anything. Where is X? Guys, always keep in mind that this I can write like this also. Okay, I can write 7 into x to the power 0. Why? Because anything to the power 0, x to the power 0 is 1. X to the power 0 is 1. So you'll get 1 into 7. Again, you'll get back 7. Similarly, if I say pi, yes, pi also is a polynomial. I can write x to the power 0. Again, suppose if I say I take minus 3, Yes, minus 3 also is a polynomial. I can write minus 3 x to the power 0. So this we say these are constant polynomial. Kine kidei ki constant polynomial. The mentala da subu nganong fi sar fi ong whole number ru labandon. Teki whole number kidei 0. The kane kidei ka polynomial. The pet kaneru ngalabanto x to the power 0. Yes. Gilabanong, yes, it's a 0 polynomial. Gilaban kine pade ginabong kade ka 0 polynomial. Tangba, one condition is here. It is a 0 polynomial, no doubt, but in later on I'll explain you when we come to degree. When I come to degree, I'll explain you what is something is there with the 0. So let us come straight onwards. Degree of polynomial. Degree of polynomial. Kya degree of polynomial? Mantasibu ngala sim ko kai question. To ngala sim kanya. From your book only, you can see your book, you will find there this question. See, I have taken one equation, 3x minus 7. The degree of polynomial बराबर करेगा power of variables. की power जो की variables, but की given long की highest power जो की variables. हमने लड़ांग इन सिंपल कने कने के equation का बदन अर्थलिखी terms. Arithmetic terms की दोनों हमने, there are two terms here and we find one term is having variable x, one is simply a constant. Root 7, हमने keep in mind, I am not writing anything but you can write x0 here also. This is also having it is a constant polynomial. So x0 is there and this is having the power is 1. So I told you highest power of variable. The variable is x here. Highest power is 1, 0 is small. So when I say what is the degree, you will say degree of this polynomial is 1. Got it? So let us take another question. Now suppose if I take 8x square plus 5x plus root 11. Again I have taken one equation here. See, these are constant numbers. Always see here x0 will be there. Always it will be there. So you see here the power of x here is 2. Here 1, it is 0. First of all, we have to see that it should not be negative. First of all, you have to see that this is a polynomial. Suppose if it is having minus sign here, then I will not say degree. I cannot find other degree because this is not a polynomial. Nama lada subu hakan wono ka equation lada don minus sign hangni. But ngonong if you what yaka degree. The ningkonge pin hapet ka equation expression balade I algebraic expression kini berko ni ong ka algebraic expression. Kadika polynomial na m ningkonge pide ban tip shu ai kata. The ningkonge ngin pe shu akane kadika polynomial na m. Yes, it is a polynomial number. Umdan negative sign, umdan fraction, umdan eiru. So this is a polynomial. The lara dega polynomial. The matalo on what yaka degree. Ingin pet ka highest power of variables. Variable हमने करी x by हमने करी 0 हमने करी 1 हमने 2 तो degree हमने करी 2. Degree is 2. Now suppose if I say what is 7? What is the degree of 7? Degree of 7. So guys, I can write like this. So degree of polynomial of this one is 0. Last two. Now I think it is clear to you. Now let us come. Again one more example. I'll take one degree. Pi. What is the degree of pi? Pi, I told you I can write x to the power 0. So degree is 0 or 0, right? Now suppose if I say what is the degree of 0? The 0, I told you guys you can write x to the power 0. But now here the important point you have to understand. Yes, it is a polynomial. Kadai ka polynomial filabano on kadai ka zero polynomial. It is a zero polynomial. भले करेगा जीरो पोलिनोमियल हंगने नमार का पावर जों का वेरिएबल कमदे नेगेटिव कमदे का फ्रैक्शन रू ते कदे का पोलिनोमियल तंगबा का लाडांगा नोंगे फी के का डिग्री ते पे हंगने शुआ का एग्जांपल हंदिया मो सुबो का जीरो ngalaban thok neru x to the power 1 नमार जीरो मल्टीप्लाई by any number ngansa yo जीरो ही ngalaban thok neru जीरो x to the power 10 Kajo hi, whatever power it is, ladanga multiply 0, dakan number ngan yo 0 hi. Again I can write like this, 0 x to the power 5. Teka mud had manta ngimtip. Ladangi ki variables, ki power jonka variable ladang ngan sim kana wanoru. Whatever be the power of the variable I take, and when I multiply by the constant 0, I find that we don't know what will be the exact degree. So we say here, ladang you know what is the degree of 0? Always you will write not defined. The degree jong 0 come from defined. The manta shubo ladang anchim sakawi ka equation hangi. One equation I'll be taking here. Suppose I take one equation. Okay. I have taken 2x square y3 minus 3x y square plus 5x cube y cube. Malasim ko algebraic equation 2x square y cube minus 3x y square plus 5x cube plus this. The hang find the degree. First of all, you'll see whether it is a polynomial name. Polynomial name. So I have seen that we are having constant, it is separated by minus and plus. The kidon lightly terms, first term, second term, lightly terms, no problem with the terms. Number one term also is a polynomial. Ki powers ru ngi hangne umdoniye gamut iway gamut ki powers ru umlong negative lane fraction. So this is a polynomial number one thing. The lada ladai ka polynomial, what is the degree? The question lada more than one variables if it is involved. I don't palat iway ka variable hakano no ka algebraic equation. The sum jong ka power kadai ka in hapsim. The hanging in page hangne ka don 2 x power kadai 2 in plus hangne y power kadai 3 kane ka lalong san. Hangne ngan page ka power jong ka x kadai 1 but y kadai 2 ngan plus kane ka lalong lai. Hangne ngan page x kadai power 3 y kadai power 3 ikane lada ngan plus kalong hundred tingin page highest power. The highest power nga i banga yo hundred kadai kane. Dekamut degree hangne degree of polynomial jonkanic expression is equal to 6. Now it's clear. So if it is having more than one variable root, at that time you have to take the sum. So now let us see, we will try to find out in some algebraic equation, we'll try to find out the coefficient int. Okay, coefficient. Now see, suppose I have taken one equation x3 plus 7x square plus 9x plus 11. Here I can ask you, a teacher will ask you, or might be in your book you will find the question. Now we'll say what is the coefficient of x3, coefficient of x square, coefficient of x. You find coefficient of x3 here. I told you earlier, I have told you there is no number written here, so it is 1. What is the coefficient of x square? You see x square term, it is here x square term, coefficient is plus 7. With sign you have to write plus 7, so I'll write 7 only. If I say what is the coefficient of x here, it is plus 9, I'll just write 9. Suppose if the equation is different way, suppose x4 minus 3x cube plus 2x square plus 3. Now suppose here if I say coefficient of x4 find. What is there? Coefficient of x3 you tell me, coefficient of x square you tell me. Now what I'll do, see, coefficient of x4 I told you, suppose let me write it 2 here, minus 2. Let me write it minus 2. So if coefficient of x4 here is minus 2, you have to write minus 2. Coefficient of x3 here, see it, you have to take with sign, it is minus 3. Coefficient of x square here is plus 2, so you just write 2 this way. So now guys, I have taken one question from your book. The question is, classify the following polynomials as linear, quadratic, cubic, biquadratic. Kamut hangni phina batai kini ki question bangila sin na korjong phi kini ki polynomial hi kedai ka linear ne, quadratic ne, cubic ne, biquadratic. Teman ta ngan batai phi mo. To be a linear, highest power jonka highest power of variables kadi long 1. So hangning ipe highest power jonka variable kolong 1 variable don tangka boy teka musisin don ngan ong kane kadi ka linear polynomial. And here I'll find the power. See here it is highest power is 2, hangne it is 1. If the highest power is 2, if highest power is 2, then it is quadratic, quadratic. By highest power jonka variable x kadi 2 te kane ka quadratic polynomial, quadratic polynomial. So now see here it is 5z, highest power it is a monomial, highest power kadi 1, so definitely it will become linear. Here you see, no doubt it does not mean that quadratic will have 3 terms, it is having 2 terms, no problem, but the highest power of variable kadi t is 2, so this will become quadratic. Here you see highest power, here you see it is of x is 4. If highest power of variable equal 4, then then it is called biquadratic. Lada highest power jonka x hangne kadi saw tekini borok hot kade biquadratic. Now I'll take one equation, 3x plus 5x cube. See here highest power is how much? 3. Highest power is 3, so this is cubic polynomial. Kadeka cubic polynomial. Kadeka cubic. So now it is clear. If 1 is the highest power, kadi linear. If highest power of expression is 2, then you will say it is quadratic. If the highest power is 3, it will become cubic. If the highest power is 4, it will become biquadratic. So now guys, you just see zeros of polynomial. What do you mean by zeros of polynomial? Now suppose say I have taken one equation here, and thought equation ax square plus bx plus c I have just taken one algebraic expression back along hakaneka form. It may be in this form. So example say 5x square pening alaban thokum neru tekamut at the value of x. At what value of x, see the variable is x only, at what value of x this equation will become 0. Kamut ngan ka value jong ka x ayu ngan bu hang ni ba ka ne borok kawai ka jinkali 5x square plus 3x plus 4 kan long 0 katu kadai ka 0 of polynomial katu kadai ka zeros of polynomial te for example banta nga chibu te nisai denote kumno mo ya ka zeros of polynomial borobor nisai tho p of x nisai tho p of x 5x square plus 3x plus 4 kalong 0. That means at what value of x p kadeka machine chubu kane kadeka machine but kane kadeka jimbam x kadeka variable kadeka jimbam ayu ngan the bhangne jimbam la mande 1 2 3 -1 -2 la wan tan ni bu ki te ayu ngan bu hangne ba kane ka equation kan long 0 te that is called the value bang ni o jong ka x kadeka value of x bang ni o kadeka 0 of polynomial menta chibu example ngan chim 2x plus 5 equal to 0. At what value of x this equation will become 0? The pet kening alaban kain kumne. San ngan sim no sene la cross boundary la class sign la long -5. The x pedeng -5 by 2 kala here spo. Take a mood if I write in x -5 by 2 kane ka equation cancel long 0 kumno to ngini persang bu. Let us see, we'll keep the value of x here. Then 2x plus 5, 2, see, x I got -5 by 2 plus 5. Let us see, this 2 is cancelled. We got -5 plus 5 and this is equal to 0. See, so this -5 by 2, this -5 by 2 is 0 of polynomial of this equation. Jong, the -5 by 2 kare 0 of polynomial. Jong kane ka equation te kidon ki sums bang in sakhen hadin will keep on doing some sums more sums on this polynomial. I'll try to check your textbook and I'll try to solve few sums. So in the meantime, I'll request guys go through the videos so many times. You go 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times till you understand what is polynomial, and I'm sure after watching few number of times you'll understand what is polynomial. So with this, thank you very much. Goodbye. Keep safe and stay safe.